Why is that coming up? Never mind. And then in the new version, version 8, because it's really hard to press, because it's really solid now, it's a lot of rubber in there, I have, let's go back to the cross section. I've made it actually go on top of the button. So if you go to section view, you can see it here, cross section. So that coming up is actually the phone. So if I make the phone invisible, that's the 1mm of the button, and I have not removed that now on the middle. So it's just, it'll actually be overlapping the phone. So my theory is that this strong rubber will have a continual pressure towards the left and keep that button a little bit pressed at all times. So when I press it, it'll be easier. And you can also have a look with, ignore over this cross section, which is above. So that's the buttons from the side. That's the power button. This has got a fingerprint sensor, so I've left it open. And this is the buttons now, and so they're actually overlapping with the phone itself. So they're going to be constantly pushed out by the physical real button. So when I push them in, it should be easier. That's my theory. I should have written that down, but anyway, and I've already exported it, so we're good to go. Let me go back to the other window. Beep beep. I mean, I could just add a window, right? It's too hard because I don't know how to do it. Okay. Go back to bamboo. No, that's the wrong one. And go back to that one. Is that the right one? Oh, it's the wrong one. I've got too many bamboos running. This one. So I guess it's right now, even though it does look a little bit different on here. So that's the old one. I'm getting rid of it. Arrange that to the middle. I have to paste supports on it. So I go on overhangs only and keep that down. We need the supports here. Because if you know, I'll show you what happens if you do auto supports. It just puts supports everywhere. Tree auto. And then slice it. Oh, I did no supports. What? What? I don't think that's going to handle it though. So normally it would put supports coming out of the eyes. Let's put supports there, look. Under the cameras, which you don't really need. And it's hard to remove. You want the cameras to look nice. Oh, by the way, the cameras, let me get rid of that. This field of view, I actually looked up the field of view of each camera. So this is the wide angle lens, so it has I believe 120 field of view. So I've made this bevel 60 degrees on each side, and these have a much narrower field of view, which is like 20. So these bevels actually match the field of view of the cameras. What a good design. Let me add manual supports now. 3 manual. It's got to drink some water. Mamma mia. Okay, and I'll put them here. And this one, and not much angle. So I don't know if I should I'll get that. And flip it around the bottom, I'll get that. And that, oh, you know what, why did I get the whole thing? Let's see how it looks now when you slice it. Return, slice. That's a lot of supports. It seems a crazy amount of supports. I'm pretty sure I've done that wrong. And I don't like it when the supports are inside because they're kind of hard to remove, but it's not that bad. Let me go back to manual support painting and remove all painting and just do it again. So I've got smart fill angle on overhangs, so that should just get that, but it hasn't. It's got the whole thing. Smart fill angle 0. That's all I need. That's all I need. That one doesn't need it. And that's all I need. It's actually that bit underneath it, but no, so you think this is you think it's the top of the bevel, but it's not. It's actually the overhang of the phone, which doesn't need supports. In fact, this probably doesn't need supports either. Let's just remove those. Return. Slice. So the only place getting supports are these two. Why does that not need supports? No, it does need supports. Okay, let's go take it back. Manual, supports, stick it back on again, return, slice. You don't need supports all the way to the top. What is going on? We just need supports on that little line there. Manual, support painting. I'll just get rid of that. Maybe I can use a circle and just go like this. And now it'll be beautiful. I guess that's good enough. So it's gonna go da 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 da. Just watch it go up one layer at a time. There's the support interface. And then it's gonna go bop, support interface, and there's the actual supports. It's a 0.4mm gap because then it's easier to remove because this is TPU, which self-adheres like a crazy. I think we're good. Let's save this. Save this. Save as V7. I'll call it V8. I think it's V8. I don't know what it is. Let me just check on here. Versions. Yeah, it's V8. Cool. Done. Ready to go. Let's print it. And then we can carry on with our lives. External TPU. Wait, I've got to clean the build plate. I'll be right back. Maybe I can send the camera over there so you can see. Camera activate. Yay, it's me. It's me, Mario. The camera will follow me. It will, look at that, but you won't be able to hear me. I'll be back. Down there's the 3D printer, and I'm going to just clean the board and then set it going. activate. Yay, it's locked on. So I'm setting the printer going now. Yay! So each time I print one of these, it costs $1. And oh wait, I'll show you all my designs. Hang on. Wow! Don't look at my dirty plate. Check it out. Wait. Activate pin. Camera stay. Okay. So we start with the first one I did. This is a 5mm thick. It's super thick. Wait, here's my phone. And it was not quite the cameras were kind of ugly and they didn't quite fit properly. I don't know if you can see. They're a little bit off by like a 1/2 mil. And then yeah, it's okay. And then this button here it's okay. It's hard to press. It's in the wrong place. You can see it's just slightly off. But it feels really nice because it's 5mm thick. I wish I could convey the squishy feeling. This is really nice. The first design, and then this is for my old phone which blew up, and this is second design, and here I did the flip-flop seesaw buttons which work quite well. And I don't know what was wrong with this. The USB was too high, so I couldn't charge it. So when you plug it in, let me get some light on it. Yeah, when you plug it in, the USB didn't quite fit, so I had to put the USB port a bit down. Then I got this one, and this one was much better. Oh no, that was not. That was the latest one. This one was first, and this one I had to manually cut that off because my big fat thumb couldn't get the USB button, the power button, and then also there's not much overhang, so it didn't protect the screen very well. So, and this also had the USB was too high. And then I did this one, and it was much better. This is my, wait, there's so many. I need to know which version's which. This one was much better, but the only trouble was this volume button. When I put it in my pocket, it would hook. So that's what the new design does. And then, man, there's so many designs. This is the latest one. So this is let me just turn off my phone. This is version 6, and this one has a good volume. See, they don't need supports anymore, and they slide over. They don't hook on your button on your pocket, but they're pretty hard to press. So the new one is going to be like the same as that. The volume buttons are 1 mil off, or like 1/2 mil off. I don't know if you can see. There's not much. Anyway, not much difference there. Anyway, but yeah, so the new design has, that one looks pretty good. The new design had the volume buttons 1 mil that way, and it has an extra mil on the inside of the power button, so that it has a constant pressure on the power button. And is that the latest one? Yeah, that's the latest one. So these are all my designs, and each one costs $1 to print, but it takes like 5 hours. So, yep. Let me shrink this down. Did it print? I didn't press print yet. Shrink that down. Look at my face again, and move this back where it's supposed to be, and print. Send it, baby. So that's on its way to the printer now, and now I will change this to look at my trading screen, which is that, I believe. Yep, that's my browser. Okay, let's get into trading. So we did a good day today. Let me turn off the light and the other light, get the camera pointing at my face. No one wants to see my face, or maybe they do. Maybe everyone wants to see my face. If I don't make myself complimented, then who will compliment me? You're all welcome for seeing my face. Okay. Let's get into trading and close. I'll just minimize that, and I want to get to my screen. I'll get rid of the Samsung Galaxy. So we had a wonderful start. Some of our offers, well, only one of our offers was actually taken. So this is our current position, and can we do it by profit percent? I can't order them. So sad. In Oanda, I can order them. Why is WhatsApp up? Go away, WhatsApp. So here we got Singapore. Great. We got a dollar. This is the hourly chart with rainbow candles. Now, is it gonna? We've put our stop loss. What my plan was. See, we're at 1%, so I was going to put my stop loss always 1% below the thing. So hopefully this will just get it's gone down one in the hourly chart. Hopefully it'll just go down another one and then carry on going up, and it won't do that 5 down thing. But on the daily chart, you can see it is lifting out the sky. That's its historical high. I'm hoping that it's going to pass that. This is the Singapore stock market. Aussie 200, we got in on that reasonable. I had to make so many offers. I've been awake during the Aussie hours, so I've been able to adjust my offers, and I got the best entry. Look at that. So this happened, and I was like, oh no, I missed it. Oh, that was down here or whatever, and I put my offer entry in here on the hourly chart, and it got it here. So that's been great. It's gone up, up, up. And I got my stop loss set to break even already because I don't want to lose any money. And then other choices is Chief Japan. Now this one, same thing. It's just seems to be going down. I don't know. Seems to be going up. So I bought it. It's got a good. The chips always seem to be going up. And then EuroCAD. Going down, and I shorted it, but so far I'm losing money. But according to my system, as soon as the Renko candle breaks below the super trend line, it's down. So that's what I did, and I downed it. We'll see how we go. EuroChif, EuroJapan, and this one I believe is gonna be a a range bound. So it goes up. This is way back in September 2014. Went up to there, went down to there, and now it's going up. I reckon it's going to get back up to there, and I'll take my profit, which will be $181. That's not very much. And my stop loss is $90 if it goes back down the bottom. But anyway, better than nothing. Trying not to be too greedy because that's what's always hurt me in the past. Let's just go through our instruments and see what else we can do. I'm just going to go through all of them. See, Euro US, that according to my system is a down. We should be shorting the Euro US, but let me put an offer in. But in order to do that, I have to put it in on Euro USD and filter by Oanda only. Get rid of that. See, it looks different on here. Oh, this is the monthly candles. That's why it looks different. Daily candles, please. See, according to Oanda and the same system setup, Euro US daily candles, that's a breakdown, so it should be a short. But according to TradingView, which has the same system set up, but one extra indicator, which is that higher high, lower high. Is this the super trend line? Oh, it's trend strategy. Let's get rid of trend strategy and add super trend, which is the one. Super trend, which is the one I'm using on Oanda. It still says high on here according to this. That is funky. So Oanda and TradingView are giving me different views. Let's see, this is November 24. Let's go back to November 24. Oh, it's 2016, 21, 23, November 24. Maybe my settings are different. I've got to make sure this is right. Inputs 10 and 3, super trend, inputs 10 and 3. Maybe they're calculating the size of the raincoat candles differently. Let's have a look. I mean, let's get the measurer out. How many pips is that? And we want to lock on things. How many pips is that candle? 469 pips. And how many pips is this candle? 1500. So that's like a big difference. Mamma mia, I can't use the same system in both setups. Maybe I can use a different candles. Oh, volume candles, that sounds exciting. Volume candles combine price and volumes into a single chart type. But you can't do it, can you? Oh, they make the candles fatter. That's fantastic. But I'm not going to pay for premium because it is ridiculously expensive. But I don't know what to do about my trading view not matching Oanda. That's really a big issue. What if I go without candles, without just normal candles? So that would be the bottom, and that would be a good place to come up. If we go back to November, see, that looks much similar to that now. So I'm not sure what to do. Let's try some other, I mean, according to my system that I've practiced, that when that candle finishes, you're supposed to short it. So right now I should be shorting it, but it's actually coming up. So I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Aussie US, let's have a look. See, that's that system. My system says that's a long. When it gets there, it's long. Let's see how it looks in. That's how it looks in here in Trading View. It has not broken over the super trend line. The size of a rainbow candle should be the ATR, the average. I don't know what it is. ATR 14, 0.1. So they're doing an ATR of 14. How are we doing ATR in here? We don't know because it won't tell you. Let's just do the ATR. What's their default? Average true range, right? What's their default setting? 14. And where's the 1 coming from? So that is an ATR 14. It should all just work. Can you edit this? Add alert, copy price security in settings. No. Okay. Box size method ATR. What about traditional? If I change it to traditional, will it look more like? It looks like nothing. Okay. Interesting. Settings. Percentage LTP. Let's go back to Euro US and see if it looks the same as Euro US here. So Euro US here is just breaking south, and Euro US here is not breaking south. Wow. So the candle size is different. And settings again. What if I go ATR to ATR 14? What if I change it to 7? Definitely not breaking south. And if I change it to 21? So how do... Oh look, it's getting closer to breaking south. The trend line's moving. 30? No, I'm just mucking around here. 14. And time zone should be Brisbane. UTC plus 10 Brisbane. The best time zone in the world because we don't have daylight savings. So, okay, thank you for watching my suffering. Get rid of the ATR. So the trouble is that my system looks one way on this system on Oanda and a different way on TradingView, which is a big pain because now I basically can't trust it. We're in Euro US, right? Where's that high? 1.14. Is that high here? 1.14. They've got a 1.15 or 1.1475. What to do? I guess. Okay, we're not trading that. I would find one that we're going to trade and then we'll find out. See, Aussie US, I would be buying that one candle ago. Change it. AD USD. See, on here it hasn't broken past the super trend. The trend. Let me get rid of super because I can only have one indicator at a time. Super trend, just remember where it is. It is right there, 66,736. And then I'm going to add trend strategy, which should be the same. Yeah, I've only want one. 66. That was around there anyway. I think trend strategy is nicer. No, I think I'll just go with super trend because I just like the traditional, you know. But maybe trend strategy is better. I don't know. Okay. So I would, I was removing all the noise by going with raincoat candles and trend strategy. So if you just bought here when the trend was up, and then you'd be good for a bit. But it's not a very trending instrument, is it? Okay, let's just keep on going and looking at them all differently. Pound US. I'll just use my Oanda that's what my idea was. So this is already bought it. US Japan, we're expecting it to go there. So what does that look like on TradingView? It looks similar, that there's a what do you call it? A range bound. That one's more zoomed out. So if I go more zoomed out, trouble is Oanda's very slow at refreshing, which is why I use TradingView. But here we have 1, 2, 3 hits on that line. But Oanda is more noisy. I think I'll use TradingView just because I like to remove the noise. And how does that look like this? If we go back, let's just do a year, so since December, and then go on here without the big candles and do a year since December. There it is, 2025. So they look kind of similar. There's that big drop there. They look, honestly, they're pretty similar. So that's the same, but with raincoat it is not the same. So this is 2015 at the beginning, and back to raincoat. See, it takes ages to load on Oanda. I'll just go to 2017 at the beginning. So there's 2017, 2018, 2017 at the beginning. Let's zoom this in to be the same. So about there. And that's actually pretty similar. That's pretty good. This is lower on because they're using that candle. Okay. Oh, maybe it's because of the time zone. What time zone am I using? I'm so sorry to make this a bit boring. Yeah, I know you guys just want to know how to make the money. Style. No, it is scales. I bet it's the time zone session. So we're in UTC. We should be in Brisbane here and Brisbane there, because we don't have daylight savings like everyone else. We don't have to adjust things all the time. Now they look similar. Wait, let me zoom out again. Now they look really similar. I'm happy about that. Okay. Does Euro US look similar now? And here Euro US. I'll just open the instrument panel. Euro US, close the instrument panel. So this is 2023, August 22 at the beginning. Let's go 22, March, August, November. It'll be like there, similar. Completely different. How can it be completely different? Maybe we're calculating the ATR from the end and they're calculating the ATR from the beginning. Or is that big drop? Oh, maybe they're August 24. Okay, wait, this should be August 22, and I think I'm doing August 20. No, there's 22. Ah, so August 22 is about there. That's where that low is. So that should be August 22 until now. Let's just check. September 22 is that low, and then here's that low here, September 22. The trading view one has a lot less noise. See, that big giant thing is up there, but then it also means that the super trend is a lot less sensitive. So which super trend do I use to trigger my trades? Oh, hang on, my wife is calling. I'll just mute. So I have to stop my stream because dinner is ready and we have to eat it as a family. Thank you for watching my struggles. All the best to everyone. Have a good night.